Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about balls. I'm Durant and Irwin, back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment before we get into it. We post 5+ videos a week. Y'all already know by the title. Game 7 reaction.
Andrade has fucking wrong. Good. I told you guys. Andrade is right 95% of the time, and goddamn, or whoever you believe in, I am happy as fuck that
this was the 5%.
This is 5%.
To sum it up,
this is the first time ever that he is right about something in the 5% that is not something bad to either one of us personally. And Andrade knows what I'm talking about. I don't want to disclose it yet. Maybe I'll get a little bit personal later on.
A little bit of pessimism tied in with a little bit of realism. But I mean, to sum it up, at least I was right about the Clippers versus Jazz, and Irwin was right about the Bucks versus the Nets. But let's be honest.
The only reason why
she was a cag.
It is kind of like a cag. Look, great Game 7.
Yes.
KD, he did his damn shit.
That turnaround.
I'm like, bro.
Long ass 2.
And
could have been a 3.
This is the most points. I know it's irrelevant if you ask KD right now because he didn't get the W. But this is the most points scored in a Game 7 history. Crazy ass shit.
That is crazy. And he had gotten there before the game was over, and I was like, oh shit. Caps this off with a W.
Yeah.
Going into the Eastern Conference Finals, like that's legit for his legacy.
Right.
And then shit literally just crumbled right before our eyes. Like it just.
Let me tell you this. KD does not deserve any blame at all. He laid it out all out there on the floor.
He gassed out. He foot on the pedal the entire time.
If anybody gets a pass this year, it's the Nets. They did not have Kyrie Irving. James Harden was nowhere near 100%.
I don't know if they get a pass, but yeah. I mean, they did build a super team.
They did.
And James Harden was still on the floor, although he wasn't playing like...
He wasn't at 100%.
James Harden.
He was maybe like at 70%. When it came to that, KD gassed. But let's face it. Bucks... You guys won in 7.
Yes.
Respect. PJ Tucker. I mean, while KD did his thing, he made KD work
Tucker
for it.
was talking so much shit. Holy shit.
But,
every time the camera would get on those two, man, that man was just yapping in KD's ear. Like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Hey, yo.
Let the man think.
But, regarding with the Bucks, Middleton, mad underrated.
Yeah, this series and this whole postseason run has solidified Chris Middleton as a true second star on Milwaukee, and in my opinion, possibly, arguably, the best true Robin in the NBA. If you guys get what I mean.
Chill.
Best true Robin.
No, I don't know about that. Could be an argument about that. I don't know, but chill.
He's made the clutch shots because Giannis isn't making those. He gets the team together pretty well. He's become a better floor general. He was never horrible. You see the improvement, and just the Bucks as a whole, but Middleton, specifically, so I'm focusing on Middleton right now, they've just gotten more aware of how to handle situations like this in the postseason in terms of like the pressure, the spotlight, being down, trying to come up in a Game 7 situation or any closeout game, just pulling it out of their asses and figuring shit out. And that's what this Bucks team has been doing all year, and I think it goes to show a lot.
It was an ugly win, but they won nonetheless, and they got to the Eastern Conference Finals with a legit chance of whoever comes out to finally be a finals team. But
I think after this series, the Bucks, I think they're gonna make it to the finals.
But let's face it, guys. The only reason why the Bucks even got this far was because James Harden was injured for a good part of the series, and Kyrie Irving went down later on in the series. If all three were healthy, and I know in the comments I might get no shit, asshole. I'm like, if all three were healthy, this would have been done in 4 or 5 games.
One big thing that stood out to me was KD and the Nets as a whole were getting way too comfortable with being down by a few in the last 2 minutes in both the regular game and then in overtime. And I felt like that is ultimately what bit them in the foot. Because in the regular game, I kept telling Irvin, I was like, yo, it's all good. Yeah, they're down by 2. No problem. I was like, KD's going to sink these shots. Come on, man. This is KD. Like, to me, KD is a literally walking bucket.
Just like your boy Tyler Hero.
People always talk about Butler being a walking bucket. But KD can legitimately make a bucket anywhere on the fucking floor, and he's proven it this entire postseason too, even though he took the out ultimately, but he's proven it this whole season. And I felt like that's where they bit themselves in the ass. Like they just kept pushing it and trying their luck a little too hard. In the end, like, okay, yeah, there's 10 seconds left. There's 6 seconds left. There's 20 seconds left. Like, we'll still, come back. And it's like, no, man. In overtime, I felt like they should have just gone gas on the foot on the pedal, and just gone all out and just try to whoop the Bucks' ass. But they didn't do that. And then, if anything, even though the Bucks didn't really do that, the Bucks at least came in with more of that mindset based off how they play. Like, okay, we're just going to get this shit right. And that's basically what happened.
But they got lucky. The Bucks, especially with that game that KD went out with no James. I think it was Game 5, right, or Game 6. Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, Game 6. Either the Game 5 or Game 6. It was Game 5. They had no business of winning that game, yet they won it. Yo, Bucks fans. I mean, not Bucks fans. Bucks, you got to get this shit together.
But that's why
not
even that. The Nets should have gotten their shit together. Like, just end it. Just close it. They kind of resembled sometimes the Clippers team of last year. Big leads and it just imploded.
Not even that. More like the Miami Heat. In the first year of their Big Three era. That that's part of the reason why they choked to the Mavericks.
Yeah, actually, now this loss, like this Nets postseason run, is gonna go down as a big example of like super teams aren't all super. Like, you always gotta watch out for injuries, and even when you form a super team, like first year, very rarely does it ever happen. And then shit, what's gonna be really annoying?
What?
This gives even more gas to the fire for the 08 Celtics team to be like, yeah, we did it in the first year. It went from the worst team in the league to the best, to the championship. Champions in less than a year.
Talk about beating a dead
what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
They've been beating the
Kevin
shit
Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. They can keep holding that because,
man.
Heatles didn't do it.
They need a dick, man. This shit, man.
You can say the Warriors dynasty did it, but that was different, kind of.
But anyways, man. Before we let's do the BTD stats time.
Okay. All right. Let's look at let's focus on the winners. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a +4 on the floor, had 1 block, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. My bad, guys. Bless you.
Corona.
Chris Middleton, 23 points. 5 steals, 6 assists, 10 rebounds. Those steals, man. Those steals. Okay, I'm going to focus on Brook Lopez because he got a lot of flack. But, hey, he put up 19 points, 4 blocks, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Drew Holiday, 13 points, +1 on the floor, 8 assists, 7 rebounds.
Drew Holiday, he stepped up in the fourth quarter and in overtime as well, man. He was having a
he stepped up when he needed to be. And then moving on to the Nets. King of the fucking game. 48 points, Kevin Durant. -2 on the floor. 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. Blake Griffin, 17 points. 3 assists, 11 rebounds. And James Harden, 22 points, -2 on the floor. 1 steal, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. Almost a triple-double. And I know we're talking shit about Harden in a way, but he did have a good game. But and one of my biggest plays that I disliked was I think it was the last play of the game. James Harden had the ball and he gave it to Kevin Durant. In my head, I'm like, yo, you're James Harden. You could have gone for the reason a super team exists is so you have 2 superstars who both of them are legitimately undeniable superstars. Either one of them could have done it.
But KD's the Batman in that.
No, he is. But I'm saying like either one could have done it. I'm like, Harden, drive, do a 3, whatever.
But
you have that. I know he's not, but still, like, I don't know, because that was literally when there was only like less than 10 seconds on the clock. And I was like, get on it. And then KD fucking airballed it.
Yeah, that's just how this year has been going. 2020, 2021. Crazy ass shit.
Nah, at this point, I think the Bucks look, quickly, to end it, what I've been saying about how it works out for playoff teams and regular season teams, this is a Bucks team that has been doing this for 3 years now as this core. And if a year ago, 2 years ago, this Bucks team was in this exact situation, I don't think they would have won this Game 7. But they did. And how I said about the Nuggets last year and why I didn't think Jazz would win it this year or make it to the conference finals this year is you got to go through your trials and tribulations in the postseason. And that's a big reason why this Bucks team has been able to win it in this series and against the Heat in the last series. And why I think at this point now they're going to make it to the finals because they get it now. They have the experience and they have, at this point, everything going for them.
We'll see what happens, guys.
And they have a chip on the shoulder. Don't forget that.
We'll see what happens. Let us know, guys, in the comments. You guys.
Imagine Antetokounmpo fans once he wins the title.
Let us know, Bucks fans. You guys got the finals in sights. Nets fans, what do you think about this? We'd love to hear.
Nets fans not gonna talk.
Yeah,
but shout out to the Bucks fan. Congrats, guys. Like, for real. Congrats.
You guys are
I really think you guys are going to make it
you
to
know
the
what?
finals.
You guys are mad respectful. I respect that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Clippers versus Bucks. That's my finals take.
Hawks versus Clippers. All right. Anyways, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
Take
later.
care.